Want to learn how to make this beautiful card? Keep watching. This is Noreen from joyacards.com and welcome to my video. So to make this card, we're going to use Joy of Noel. We're going to use the matching dies for Joy of Noel. And we're also going to be using the Stylish Shapes dies. And we're going to be using this square here to make all these shapes. So in order to get this to all fit in, I decided to make this a 5x7 card. Now I go to my trusty little card chart. Now I do have these on my joyacards.com/shop under PDFs, or I can even sell you one that's completely printed and laminated and all that other crud. But anyway, this tells you everything from a note size card down to the 4 sizes of slimline cards, the paper size, the card size, the score lines, and all the measurements from 1/8 of an inch going down, and what envelopes, how much postages, and a bunch of stuff about the post office and about how to mail and all that stuff. So anyway, a 5x7 card, I know that is a 10x7. I score at 5. And then I did want to do the inside first with y'all. I like to do my inside. So because of the colors of the glitter paper, I used Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. And my measurements for those cut downs, I go to 5x7. I take them down by 1/4 of an inch. So it's 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, and 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And these are all my cuts here. So I'm going to snail them together. Actually, I'm not going to snail that one together yet, but I'll do these two and I'll put it inside the card. The sentiment we're using is Making Spirits Bright. I'm using Real Red, so I'm going to just stamp that up and stamp it right here in the middle. And that's what it looks like inside. Now we're going to get to this when we get to the front. So for the front, I'm going to take a piece of the distressed gold. Now this is kind of overlooked in the catalog, but it's on page 127 in the annual. And it's number 10. It's right here, distressed gold 12x12. And it's really quite pretty. And I, of course, look to my thing, so because I don't trust my memory. So this is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. By the way, if you buy the PDF version of this, you'll get a coupon that never expires, and you'll get any and all PDFs that I ever put up on my joyacards.com site for free. So for $2, you get all my PDFs. Or you can just buy the laminated, color printed, on legal paper one in the mail. So either way. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this to the front. Now I know it's hard to tell in the video, but the squares and the letterings are all cut on foam adhesive sheets, which are awesome. And it really gives that stable look to it. It's better than dimensionals or the foam adhesive strips, which I tried to do on the lettering, but the letters are just really too tiny. So it's better to just cut them on the foam adhesive sheets. Now all the supplies and all the measurements are in the description of my video, along with anything that you see in my video, like my glass here or whatever else that's not Stampin' Up. But what I'm going to do here, which I've already actually done, is you're going to take a 4 1/2 by 4 1/4 basic white. Now, like I said, it's 4 1/2 by 4 1/4. So when you put this on, make sure you have it the right way, because I've turned it the wrong way once before too. So what you do is you take off the top here and you put this down, and then you're going to go ahead and stamp the Noel from Joy of Noel on your sheet. Now I did it 4 times because I'm going to make 3 cards because I'm going to send these out for my my husband's company. But go ahead and stamp those on 4 times with Real Red. Or if you're just going to make 1 card, then do the same thing and cut the foam adhesive sheet like 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, just so you can make sure you hit this and you have enough room to die cut it. After you stamp your Noel, go ahead and put your die on there and meticulously line it up. I mean, just take a moment and try to make sure it's completely lined. Then take some tape and hold it down to your plate before you die cut it. Now, I use the delicate frog tape. Why? Because you get a ton of it. It's not all that expensive. I think this was $8 or $9, and it literally lasts forever. And you can get it on Amazon. In fact, there's a link, or you can get it at the hardware store. You can get it anywhere. And it just, you know, if you buy it online, it magically shows up to your door like nothing happened, you know? So anyway, go ahead, tape that down and cut out your Noel. Now, when you take your Noel out of the foam adhesive sheet, take off the back and stick it on your silicone craft sheet. Now we're going to cut out these silver squares, and that's that glitter paper that was on a special release online exclusive. And boy, you know, I do have a bone to pick with Stampin' Up. I think all glitter paper, silver, gold, black, white, red, and green in foil and glitter should always be in the catalog. So this was a special release. It was in September. You can't buy it now, but if you have it, great. And if you don't have it, I guess you just have to use some contraband from one of those other stores. But yeah, they should always have this in stock. But we're going to take the stylish shapes and the second smallest square. Now, to make these foam adhesive sheets, you can do it two ways. You can just cut the foam adhesive sheet and then take off the top and then hold it with your fingers like this. Then take that same square, and like I said, this is the silver glitter paper. It also has gold glitter paper, and the part number will be in the description of the video just in case they bring it back or it happens to be in stock. It's one of those online exclusive things where it's until supplies last, or, you know, who knows what they're going to do, but that's what this is. So take that, and you're going to put it right on top. Now, squares are really easy to do, so I don't mind doing it the manual way this way. If you were to try to do that with these, it would be a lot more difficult. That's why I said stamp them on, you know, put the white paper on the foam adhesive sheet, stamp it and cut it here. But for these, it's a lot easier just to put them on the square. Or you can go ahead and cut this down. Now, I made this a 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. And this is also the same. So match it up. Make sure you got to go in the right way because, like I said, one side is different. And then peel this off and put that silver paper on and then cut your square. So either way, it's fine. Squares are pretty easy. If you want to do them separate, that's great. So I'm intentionally leaving in a blooper. I've done it twice now. If I've done it twice now, boy, you know, it runs at risk. This silver and gold glitter paper that Stampin' Up! Had as an online exclusive, special, whatever it is, in September, it's adhesive. So once you put that silver paper on top of that foam adhesive sheet, even though you've taken the foam adhesive sheet thing off, you're also going to have to deal with the fact that it's got this wax papery stuff on the back. Okay, so here's that, and it's kind of hard to. It is actually paper. It's not wax paper. The foam adhesive sheet is a wax paper. So you put wax paper with paper, guess what? Nothing's going to happen. So you have to take off this paper, or if you take off the foam adhesive sheet wax paper and put it right on this paper, it's going to stick, but it won't stick to the pad. It will come off. So you have to take that paper off of the silver. So I didn't do it here because I told you I did it twice. So I pulled it off of this one, and now that adhesive on the glitter paper will stick and it won't come off. So if you accidentally do that, like I've done it twice, this is the blooper video, I guess, then go ahead and just mess with it. See, it just pulled right off because that's the wax paper there. And you got to pull this off. So I pulled it off. It fought with me. And it is super ugly right now, but that's okay because this will get covered up. All the things that are under our cards, right? So it'll go on. So make sure not only to pull the wax paper off the foam adhesive sheet, but also pull off the paper on the back of this. So this is sticky now, and this is sticky now. And if you even want to take the sticky part, the stickiest part, and put it on your foam adhesive sheet and put this on top, that works out great because the foam adhesive sheet will hold that down. Now go ahead and grab your letters. Now you've already taken off the backs of these because we stuck them here and it keeps them nice. But now just stick them on the glitter, just like that. Now I've already taken off the backs of these, so we've got this all ready to go on our sheet here. Now let's get to some die cutting. We're going to be using these 3 holly leaves, the holly berries, and the foliage thing here as well. And we're going to be cutting it out on something that's also in the annual catalog. It's number 7 on page 127, the soft shimmer 12 by 12. And it's right here. And we've got Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, and also Berry Burst, which fit in these colors. So that's why the inside is Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. So you're going to cut 2 in Lost Lagoon and Pretty Pink. Then you're going to do 2, 4, 6 of Lost Lagoon in the holly. 3, sorry, this is Lost Lagoon, this is Pretty Peacock, and then you're going to cut that little berry out 9 times in the berry burst. So go ahead and get that done. Now the fun part, we're going to start assembling. So the first thing I'm going to do is go on the inside of the card, and I am going to snail in my holly here. So the berries are a little tough. I still snail them. I don't like to use glue all that much. I just kind of get them up on my tape here and peel them off. So just put on 3 of those, and the inside of the card is done. Now the outside, we want to go ahead and get this Noel in here as good as we can. So I'm going to line this up, and I know this is 5 inches here, so this should be at the 2.5 in the middle. And I'm going to put on the ends first, and then kind of work the middle. Now don't push down on it hard because you might want to scoot it. So I'm going to just line this up. Sometimes my eyes are better than me measuring. I don't know if you all have that issue as well. It's like, my eyes do better. And then I'll probably just wiggle these around and put them in a better spot to where my eyes like it. It's like, okay, my eyes said it should be here. So I'm going to just fiddle this and get it in the middle. So I got them on there pretty good. So also you might want to take a ruler and make sure that you have them about equal as you can, because once you start putting on these, you're going to tell the difference. Like this one, I'm a little too low because I don't have a lot of real estate here. So, I mean, you don't really tell. I know, but anyway, so make sure those are kind of evenly spaced. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the Pretty Peacock, and I'm just snailing, and I'm going to just tuck it under the square here. Now, don't push down on these squares until you're done, and you know you're not going to be moving anything around. Now I'm going to take the Lost Lagoon and put it under that as well, just a little lower, and then I'll do the other side with the Pretty Peacock under the E here, and then grab the Lost Lagoon, snail it, and I'm going to put it down a little bit more. Okay, and now let's put up the holly. So just turn them over and snail them up and load them on. And I'm just snailing up the last berry like that. And I did think it needed just a little something, something. So I did add the festive pearls because they're silver ones. And I thought that would be good against the gold here, since we have silver here already. And you can just add as many as you want. I just put a bunch of them because, you know, why not? And that is the card. Please, if you have any comments, please let me know, and like and subscribe, and that will do it for me. Thank you so much. Bye.